Will it be all-out war or a return to diplomacy? Let's take a closer look at Iran's next move with international news reporter Han. Journalist Han, it seems the key issue here is Iran's response. Iran's response will likely shape what comes next. Do we expect actual retaliation against the US? And what does Supreme Leader Khamenei's warning really mean?
Yes, Iran's Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei has just officially released his first public statement after the US attack. Khamenei shared a powerful image on social media depicting a large skull adorned with the Israeli flag prominently displayed. He asserted that the Zionists, referring to Israel, have committed a grave error and must face severe repercussions. Many believe Iran will retaliate in some form to maintain the regime's legitimacy. Instead of striking the US, which hit its nuclear facility, Iran has chosen Israel as its target. Tehran is expected to act more cautiously toward the US.
There is a possibility that they might attack US bases with drones or missiles, but the US meticulously prepared robust defenses throughout the operation. In light of these tensions, they ensured the bases were well protected at all costs.
A full-scale war with the US could potentially break out, and US forces in the Middle East have been preparing for Iranian attacks.
Now let's also consider the US perspective. They gave Iran 2 weeks to negotiate before launching a surprise attack. Is there a possibility of further strikes?
Analysts suggest that whether the US conducts additional attacks depends on Iran's level of retaliation.
As the chairman said, it would be a very bad idea for Iran or its proxies to attempt to attack American forces.
Though Trump said he'd allow 2 weeks for talks, the surprise attack suggests further action could still happen without warning under a justified pretext. While the current US administration maintains that the recent military attack on nuclear facilities is not intended to provoke a change in regime, President Trump has subtly indicated otherwise, signaling a much harder line in response.
In this situation, one key move to watch is that Iran's foreign minister has traveled to Moscow to meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin.
Yes, Iran's foreign minister has traveled to Moscow to meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin. It seems Iran is looking to request support from its ally, Russia. Russia's foreign ministry strongly criticized the US strike on Iran, calling it a clear violation of international law, the UN Charter, and UN Security Council resolutions, and voiced support for Iran.
China and Russia are unlikely to intervene militarily, but they seem intent on providing strong diplomatic support for Iran.
However, Russia is not in a position to provide full-scale support for Iran. Russia has focused its resources on the Ukraine war, and keeping ties with the US is key to steering peace talks in its favor.
This has been Han Yeo-hye reporting.